Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Josh from Nautical Teas. This tea talk is entitled The First Tool to Creating a Successful Life. Now one may think, hey, what does this have anything to do with tea? Well, Nautical Teas is a lifestyle company that happens to sell tea. Our core values are love, health, happiness, family, and fiscal responsibility. What is the first tool to having a successful life? And that is morning routines. Since September of 2017, I have been in a fervent personal development journey. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars, read dozens upon dozens of books, at minimum 2 a month. And I have been part of something called a mastermind, where I get together with 10 other guys and we talk every single week about personal struggles, what we're going through, encouraging each other, and helping lift each other up to get to that next level. And that has been astounding. And this right here, what I'm going to tell you today, is something I've learned by spending tens of thousands of dollars of my own personal money. So please take it on board, and you are going to reap the benefits. So a lot of these things come from something called the Miracle Morning, combined with the 12-week year and the One Thing. Those are 3 different books. Highly recommend them. Absolutely amazing. Number 1, I wake up at 5 a.m. If you're thinking to yourself, oh, okay, holy crap, no, absolutely not waking up at 5 a.m. Got it, that's fine. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. There's this book called The Chronotype Theory. I highly recommend it. This guy's been on Dr. Oz's show multiple times. But in the Chronotype Theory, he says that there are different animals that we can ascribe to. For example, there are lions, and I'm a lion, who do really well waking up at 4 or 4:30, 5 a.m., and they're ready to crush a day. There are bears, and bears, like 6:30 a.m., perfect. And there are others, wolves. Those are the what we call the night owls. They don't really do well in the morning, but at night, be ready. They are on the hunt. They're on the prowl. And then dolphins, which have their own schedule. So in the Chronotype Theory, and you can take their quiz online for free, he walks you through what kind of animal you are. And then in the book, it says like what the best schedule is. So for me, it's 5 a.m. For you, it could be 6:30 a.m., which is the majority of the population. So number 1, I wake up and I immediately leave that room, because knowing myself, I'll go to the phone to turn the alarm off. I'll look back at that warm and cozy bed and say, I'm awake, but I don't have to be. I could just crawl back into bed right now. But I know that if I leave that room, immediately leave that room, good to go, and be awake. From there, I have this water heater, and the previous night I filled it up to the brim. I turn it on, and then I just brush my teeth with this peppermint toothpaste. The reason for that, it wakes me up even further. And by the time I'm done brushing my teeth, I'm pretty much good to go, ready to take on the day. From there, my water has been brought to a boil. It's shut off. I go to my teapot, put in something called pu'er tea leaves. You can get pu'er tea from nauticalteas.com. And this pu'er tea is something that, if you know Tim Ferriss, he does a pu'er and a green tea mixture. It is a great morning blend. It's a bit earthier, but I have found it is a great coffee substitute. Caffeine levels are high. It's rumored to be great for lowering cholesterol. So the pu'er tea leaves are steeping, and the reason I like to use pu'er tea leaves is it's very forgiving. If you use black tea or green tea, then after a few minutes, it'll get very, very bitter. Whereas pu'er tea leaves, it develops as the time goes on. So water's in there, it's steeping, all the minerals are going into the water, and I do either Qigong or Tai Chi, depending on the day. So the purpose of this is that they are breathing exercises focused on slow movement. And what this does is it gets the blood moving throughout your body. Think about your blood as a highway. All the paths going throughout your body, arms, legs, it's a highway. So while you're sleeping at night, minimal, let's say traffic's going 15, 20 miles per hour. Well, when you get up, it helps to pump that blood through faster. So what I do is movements and exercises to get it going. After I'm done doing that, my mind has been awoken. I will go and pour myself a cup of tea and read a proverb. So whatever the day it is, so let's say it is the 30th of whichever month, then I would read Proverbs 30. From there, I pick this up from Tony Robbins, and I move into a comfortable position and meditate for 3-minute sessions. The very first session is all about gratitude. Chris Hogan said that when you're grateful, it's hard to be hateful. And it is so true. This 3-minute thinking of thankfulness time truly sets your mind apart. Because when you're in this thankful state, it is very easy to think the next level. And so you do that, whatever it may be. So thankful, I'm thankful I have 10 fingers. I'm thankful I have all my limbs. I'm thankful for the wind across my face. I'm thankful that I have family that are still alive. I'm thankful I'm still alive. I'm thankful that I am, from the United States. I am thankful. I know multiple language. I am thankful. So you get the idea. You just go through that, and it truly sets apart. The next 3-minute session, I imagine myself in God's presence. I think of God looking down and just smiling, being well pleased, and sometimes even talking, like instructing. And what I have found that is if you do the thankfulness and go into it, it's very good. But the thankfulness is required in order for it to be effective. And then the third 3-minute period is phenomenal. What it is you think about that next goal that you're going to accomplish, but you think about it in absolute detail. You feel it, the emotions when you accomplish that goal in every intricate detail, what it will look like, the smells, the touch, what you'll hear, everything. And doing this, you will be surprised at the clarity that you'll get. From this, I move to my table, have some more tea, and I journal. So in my journal, what I do is I divide the page in multiple sections, and the very first section, I write 3 things that I'm grateful for, which isn't hard because, you just spent 3 minutes in gratitude. After that, what are you excited about for the day? What makes you excited inside? Next, what is an area that you just want to improve 1%? Just 1% of. Finally, in that same section, I write goals, and I got this from Rachel Hollis, but I imagine goals, and I say that they've already been accomplished. So, for example, I have an amazing relationship with my wife. That's one. Or I have been featured on Entrepreneur, Business Insider, Inc., Fortune, Times, Ellen. See, I'm saying in the past tense. Has that happened yet? As of today, absolutely not. They don't even know I exist. However, what it does is it causes your ARS, your Advanced Reticular System in your brain, found that from Mel Robbins, it causes it to try to find ways to turn what you have said to be in your past, to turn it into the reality. From there, I do my goals for the day. What is the one thing I need to accomplish this day to accomplish the one thing for the week, to accomplish one thing for the month, to accomplish one thing for the year? And from that, it really lays out your priority of what you need to do. So the fact is, look, we are not all the same. Some of these things may work for you, some won't. But I guarantee you that if you implement a morning routine, whenever that is, you win the morning, you will win that day. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. like me or other people. It might be 6:30. Heck, it might even be 9 o'clock, noon. But whatever it is, you win the morning, you will win the day. What truly matters in the morning routines is consistency. For the goals, consistency, and being in an eternal state of gratitude. Nautical Teas is a lifestyle company, and what we truly desire above all else is for y'all to have love, health, happiness, family and fiscal responsibility. And I hope that this video has provided value to you today. Have a great one.